Hey YouTube, today we're going to be doing a comparison between the Barista Hustle tamper and the puck press. But before we do that, I just want to say thank you for joining in to Kabin's Coffee Corner. This channel is designed to help you choose the gear that you want to use at home. If you would do me a solid and please subscribe and like this video. This helps me produce more content and get it out there for people. As well as if you're looking at purchasing any product, please use the links in the description below, where I will make a slight commission at no extra charge to you, which will help me produce more content and produce more videos and do more comparisons for you to help you choose the equipment that you want to brew with at home. I also have an Instagram page called Kabin's Coffee Corner. You're more than welcome to follow me there as well. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Right here I got the Barista Hustle tamper. This is a 58 millimeter tamper and some change on there, 58 point something. This is a $50 tamper. It comes with a removable base here, so you can remove the metal part on this tamper and replace it if you ever were to drop it or things like that. So this is a $50 tamper. This replacement base is $20. It has a little groove here, so this prevents the puck from pulling up when you pull up the tamper, so it has a little groove there for airflow. It also comes with this lovely little traveling case where this fits perfectly in there and zips up, so if you are a barista at a coffee shop, you can easily bring this to and from work without having to worry about scratching it or breaking the base in the process of traveling. This is the puck press. The puck press has been around for a few years now. This is the Q1 model, so it's a little bit older model, but these range anywhere between about $800 for the puck press mini, which is designed for more at-home use, versus $1,100 for the more commercial setting, which is kind of going to be what this one is here. So basically what the puck press is you put your tamper right here, and this will automatically tamp your coffee. So basically you put it there, there's a little sensor right there, which allows the portafilter to go in, and then the tamper will automatically tamp twice down there, ensuring the exact pressure that you want, as well as a perfectly level tamp every single time. There is adjustment settings and a cleaning mode on the side. This is a great tamper. But is it worth the hefty price tag versus the Barista Hustle? So the pros and cons for a home environment is, well, one, this is obviously cheaper. This is more travel friendly than the puck press. However, this takes a lot of getting used to. I kind of put it in the terms of latte art, for example. If you are brewing lattes at home, making lattes at home, it's going to take you a while to get latte art because you're not consistently pouring day after day 100 shots a day and 100 lattes a day. You're doing maybe 2 to 3 a day, and that takes a long time to learn how to do latte art because you're not having the consistent repetition like somebody working at a shop. Same goes for tamping. At home, it's very, very hard to constantly get the exact same pressure, as well as always making a level tamp with one of these things. It takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of consistency that you don't really get when you're a home barista, because you're not constantly pulling hundreds of shots a day. That's where this comes in handy, because every single time you will get repeatable results. You'll get the exact same tamp every single time. It will be perfect every single time. You never have to worry about if you tamped too much pressure, if you didn't tamp enough pressure, or if mainly you won't have to worry about whether or not your tamp is level, because you can ensure that it will be. This has an adjustable base here, so it can accommodate many different 58 millimeter traditional size portafilters in there. However, the one drawback on this is I have a spouted portafilter and a bottomless portafilter. To get both of those to work in here, I would have to adjust this. So typically my wife uses the spouted portafilter and I use the bottomless. So she cannot use this because the sprouted one does not fit. The spouted one does not fit in there when I have it set for bottomless, and then it's not going to be tight enough if the bottomless is in there. Like, they just don't work very well together. So you have to have basically one portafilter that's designated for this. However, it is really, really nice to use. It's really, really kind of overkill. It's about the same size as a niche grinder almost, so it does take up a good amount of counter spot. But when I pulled these shots back to back and blind tasted them between multiple shots pulled with the Barista Hustle and multiple shots pulled with the puck press. Noticeably, every single time I did get more of a body of a shot and more of a sweetness, and overall a better shot coming from the puck press. I think because the puck press is more consistent than me as a human tamping with this thing, just because I don't have the experience as a barista. So overall, you spend $1,100, you spend $800, you buy one of these things, it's going to give you a better shot. However, I wouldn't say that it's worth $1,050 of a better shot compared to buying one of these things or buying one of those push tampers for like $120 or whatever else there is out there, or like basically any tamper that's going to give you a consistent level shot you can do way cheaper than $1,100. But if you're one of those people who are really, really particular about your coffee, want the best possible shots that you can do, this is going to win. This is going to give you the most consistency, way more consistency than a human, because we're not working, most of us aren't working in shops full time, aren't having the constant repeatability of tamping and having that experience. It's an easy thing that we can mess up on, that we wouldn't mess up near as much as if we were working at a full-time specialty coffee shop. So we're not going to have that experience. We're not going to have all of the training for that. And this is going to take out one variable that you don't have to worry about every single time you're making a shot. There's so many variables that go into making a good shot of espresso, and this is going to remove the majority of them. Well, not move the majority of them. This is going to remove one of them. So this is going to give you one consistent thing that you never have to worry about. One of the things I hate about this thing is I hate how this on button is right here. I don't like it. It makes a lot of sense for a shop, which is what this was originally intended for. But every single time I use this in the morning, I have to reach around the thing, which is really tight to my grinder, and flip this switch. I did notice on mine's a little bit older of a model, keep that in mind. There just get some grounds occasionally on here that you need to clean, which there's a cleaning feature on this, which makes this come down, and you can just kind of brush around it, which is pretty simple. But overall, I really like this thing. But it takes up a lot of counter space. It does give me better shots, but it's not something that I would really notice back to back. It's not like I was getting bad shots with this. I originally chose this tamper because of the specialty coffee shop that I go to on a regular basis in my hometown. One of the head baristas there has gotten high rated in the Brewers Cup competitions for coffee, has a lot of experience. This is the tamper of his choice, so that's why I bought this tamper, because I knew if it was good enough for him in a shop, it's probably good enough for me at home. But I do need to work on my tamping level, and it is a very tough thing to do when you just don't have that experience. So this was overall a nice machine. It was great for when I brewed at an event and was making 30 shots an hour, give or take, with my setup. This definitely took out a variable, made it a lot easier for me to do that workflow. However, it's not worth the counter space for me. It could be for you. It depends on what you're doing. If you're doing a lot of experimental things, you want to test out different grinders and different settings on those and how they compare, you can make sure you have one consistent variable between the two, which is your tamping pressure, because it's really easy. Like if you're aiming for 30 pressures of force, most of us don't know what that looks like, and we could be off by 10, 20 pounds of pressure or 2 pounds of pressure, which would be inconsistent from shot to shot, where we know this is going to give us 30 pounds every single time, or 20 pounds, or whatever we set it to. I hope you found this video useful. I think both of these are great products. I've been happy with both of them, but I am going to actually let this go. I recently sold this to the portakeeper, which he makes basically these kind of like 3D printed things to hold your portafilter on the wall. So this is going to Barry here soon. And I'm excited. This is going to be perfect for him. I know his grinder situation. He's got a lot of great stuff, and this is going to give him a great consistent variable for comparing stuff on his channel and doing the experience that he does. So I look forward to seeing how he's going to use this in his setup. It wasn't a good fit for me. I just didn't want to have another thing on the counter. I was trying to minimize that as much as possible. So this is going to him, and I'm sure he's going to be excited for it. It's going to be a great addition to his coffee bar, and I am going to miss this some days, but I think I will live without it. even though it's a great product. I think I'm just going to stick with my $50 tamper, which gets the job done in the way I want, and it's going to give me more practice to make sure I do the best shots I do. Again, so to recap, this is a little bit better, and it is better tasting, in my opinion, when you use this versus that. But keep in mind, I'm not the greatest with this. I do a fairly decent job. I have a good amount of experience, but nowhere near to the barista that works at a shop. So I hope you found this video useful. Again, please like and subscribe. And if you're looking to purchase one of these products, please use the link below where I'll make a slight commission at no extra charge to you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.